Deep in the heart of the Korean peninsula, hidden from the prying eyes of the world, lies the Korean People's Army Air Force, or KPAF. This mysterious air force is tasked with defending North Korea's airspace. On paper, it boasts a large force of over 1,600 aircraft. But, numbers can be deceiving. The KPAF might seem intimidating at first glance, however the reality is far different. Many of these aircraft are relics of the Cold War. They're outdated and outmatched by modern technology. Think of it like this: you wouldn't bring a knife to a gunfight. Similarly, the KPAF's aging fleet would struggle against the advanced air forces of its neighbors. This disparity in technology raises serious questions about the KPAF's true capabilities. North Korea is notorious for its secrecy. The military especially is shrouded in mystery. Information about the KPAF is tightly controlled. What we know comes from a few sources: satellite imagery, defector accounts, and rare glimpses from North Korean media. This lack of transparency makes it difficult to assess the KPAF accurately. Numbers might tell one story, but the reality on the ground could be very different. We have to be careful about drawing conclusions based on limited information. It's like trying to solve a puzzle with half the pieces missing. We can make educated guesses, but the full picture remains elusive. This air of secrecy surrounding the KPAF only adds to its mystique. The KPAF's fleet is like a museum of Cold War aviation. Many of its aircraft were acquired from the Soviet Union in the 60s and 70s. These planes, once considered formidable, are now hopelessly outclassed by modern standards. Imagine finding a vintage car in your grandfather's garage. It might look impressive, but it wouldn't stand a chance against a modern sports car. That's the situation the KPAF faces. Its MiG-19s and MiG-21s are no match for the advanced fighters of South Korea, Japan, or the United States. While North Korea has attempted to modernize some of its fleet, these efforts have been limited. The lack of access to advanced technology and spare parts presents a significant challenge. Maintaining these aging aircraft is a constant struggle for the KPAF. Section 4. Key players: MiG-21, MiG-29, and the mystery jets. The backbone of the KPAF is made up of Soviet-era MiG aircraft. The MiG-21, a workhorse of the Cold War, is still in service in large numbers. While outdated, the MiG-21 remains a relatively simple and maneuverable aircraft. The more modern MiG-29, acquired in the 1980s, represents the peak of North Korea's air power. With its enhanced capabilities, the MiG-29 is a more capable interceptor and dogfighter. However, even these jets are outmatched by newer aircraft. Adding to the mystery, there have been reports of North Korea developing its own indigenous fighter jets. These projects, shrouded in secrecy, are believed to be based on modified Soviet designs. The true extent of these programs remains unknown. Section 5. Outmatched, comparing North Korea's air power. When compared to its neighbors, North Korea's air force pales in comparison. South Korea, with its fleet of F-15S and F-35S, possesses a significant technological advantage. Japan's air force, equipped with F-15S and F-35S, is even more formidable. It's like a David versus Goliath scenario. The KPAF, with its outdated equipment and limited training, would face an uphill battle against these modern air forces. The technological gap is simply too wide to bridge. Even China and Russia, North Korea's traditional allies, have modernized their air forces far beyond what the KPAF can field. This disparity in air power highlights the challenges faced by North Korea in maintaining a credible military deterrent. Section 6. A force in question: the future of North Korea's skies. The Korean People's Army Air Force is a force shrouded in mystery. While it possesses a large number of aircraft, most are outdated and outmatched by modern technology. The KPAF faces significant challenges in maintaining its aging fleet and acquiring new aircraft. Despite these limitations, the KPAF remains a symbol of North Korea's military ambitions. The country's secretive nature makes it difficult to assess its true capabilities, and the possibility of hidden technological advancements cannot be entirely ruled out. The future of the KPAF remains uncertain. Will North Korea find a way to modernize its air force and close the technological gap with its neighbors? Or will it continue to rely on outdated equipment and tactics? Only time will tell.